rising. So, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much for all the love, likes, shares, subscribes, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you. Also, I appreciate all y'all's gifting as well. I don't always get to pause in the middle of what I'm saying or relaying to acknowledge you. Thank you all things. So I definitely want to do it now. I appreciate you. So let's get started, chosen ones. Now, I have given you a few days to think about this. See, I posted a few days. Are you waiting for your blessings to come through, or are your blessings currently waiting on you? And I want you to really take a moment and think about that. Are you properly prepared for the things that you're praying for? Because again, everything that you was asking God for has started to be aligned with you. You understand me? This is your time to truly do the things that you feel called and drawn to do. But if you keep delaying it, you're not going to be able to experience it. So again, chosen ones, have you allowed yourself to properly prepare? Now, what do I mean? Everything in life starts with a starting point, all the way down to reading. You got to start somewhere. Writing, you got to start somewhere. Volleyball, basketball, so on and so forth. Music, you have to start, right? See, some of you right now are still drawn and still living like you are adjusted to your old life. You still living complacent in a sense. So you're going to have to make a decision. Are you going to stick with the old things, or are you going to allow yourself to set it up where those new things come in? Now, what do I mean by this, chosen ones? Let's start. Some of you are currently looking for love, but you are still connected to that past person. So if your true divine partner was to align with you right now, you have to explain why you still living with so-and-so. You have to explain why you still got their pictures on your social media. You have to explain why you can't live freely with them, because you still got somebody from the past that you connected with that you haven't started that ending so that you can receive your new beginning. There's some of you right now that, again, you are still allowing the past person who didn't play their position to play a position to stop you from getting the things that you aligned to receive. You understand me? Now, what do I mean, chosen ones? There's certain individuals that when you was with them, you gave them all your love, your attention. You sat there and changed certain ways about you to adjust for this individual. You gave to them more than you was given to you. You put your life on hold to appease these people, and they still wasn't happy. You understand? So they still was stepping out. They still was entertaining somebody else, but they tried to point the fingers in your direction and say that you the reason. See, they tried to hit you with that reverse psychology in a sense. There's certain people that you begged them to play a position pertaining to your family, but they chose not to step up and play that position. There's certain people that you asked them to make you, again, a priority. For them to acknowledge you, love on you, protect you, reciprocate the same energy that you was giving to these individuals, and they failed to. At that time, they didn't want those things, or they didn't see that you was the mean that they was going to receive everything that they've been praying for. See, chosen ones, that was hidden. See, I want you to realize that those same people who failed to play those positions is now going to dictate who you allow in your life too, unless you disconnect from them. There's certain people that everything that they disliked about you. So you may have been a dreamer. You may have said that you was going to start your business. You may have said that there were certain things aligned with your purpose. There were certain ideas that you had. And these individuals, again, because they didn't see the finances backing that, they didn't believe in you. So now what did? You had to start somewhere. So again, you started, they doubted you. They told you that you wasn't going to become nor go ahead and achieve the things that you set out to do. Now they starting to realize everything's coming together for you. Now those same people that said that they didn't believe in your dream because they didn't see certain security that came with it. Now those same people are sitting there having a foundation break up. They foundation is crumbling and yours has a certain solid foundation to build up on. You understand me? So again, those same individuals who failed to play a certain position, now they're going through what they're going through. And now they're viewing you differently. Now, because again, somebody else is about to step up and play that position. Now that somebody else is giving you recognition, now they want to acknowledge you. They're going to tell you, don't have so-and-so around. Oh, don't go out. They're going to talk foul about the person that you're going to be with just because it's not them. You understand? So you're going to have to start to disconnect. There's some of you right now living with somebody that you ain't even been with. They still restricting you because you can't entertain anybody because you in the household with them. So even though you single, you still acting like you in a connection. So therefore that true divine partner that you're supposed to be communicating with, you can't speak to them because that other person that you living with is going to feel a certain type of way about them and is going to cause certain issues and problems whole time. There's only one solution. You're going to have to get away. You understand me? You trying to explain to your new partner how you don't entertain that past person no more. But again, you can't even have that new partner show up at your door because you still got somebody else inside who don't need to be there. You understand me? So you're going to have to pick and choose. There's some of you right now that's praying for love, but you're not in a position to even accept those individuals. There's some of you right now talking about, oh, well, you want to move into a new place. You ain't even Googled nor looked or did research about the place that you want to move to. If you got that money right now with an opportunity present itself, you would still have to wait. Because you would still have to figure out where you want to move to. Where's the right place? So, chosen ones, you have to realize that this is the time while you call yourself waiting, while you doing everything on your end to be patient, you're going to have to trust the process, but you also going to have to be preparing yourself as it goes as well. You understand me? Because if you're not prepared for, that's almost like so-and-so telling you, hey, around this time, I'm going to let you know when I'm outside. I'm going to call you when I'm outside. So go ahead, get your bags together because you already know you're going to hit out. They already said that prepare your bag, prepare yourself. And when I give you that go ahead, I'm going to call you when I'm on my way. The same thing happens pertaining to God too. He sat there and has you intuitively feeling that certain things are coming towards you. You starting to feel love. You feeling loved up before you even found your partner. You feeling like you successful before those finances even start showing up. You feel like a move is about to occur before you even know where you moving to. You understand me? You feeling that change in the air. You feeling that change. Now what's going to happen? You have to make sure that you're in a position to be prepared. So God told you that love's coming. Are you in your love energy? Are you ready to receive? Or is that person going to have to come and wait on you then to receive those things? Are you in a position where you ready to show and be vulnerable to the right individual instead of those souls? Huh? Are you in a position? Because if not, you still going to be waiting. And right now, you out there sucking your teeth. You out there huffing and puffing. You talking about, God, can you bring this right now? You talking about you've been waiting a long time. God's saying the same thing pertaining to you because these blessings been aligned, but you ain't put yourself in position to receive them. You still got that old thing put in that position. That's almost like you getting a new furniture set. You're going to have to move that old couch out before that new couch gets an opportunity, a space to come in your house, right? Oh, all right, cool. Just like you broke your phone and you had to send it over to the insurance company, right? You had to turn that old phone in order to receive that new one, right? Okay, cool. So the same applies pertaining to you as well. Are you properly prepared for the things that you calling into you? Because if not, you're going to be waiting. You talking about you want money to come in. Okay, cool. But God has sat there and gave you a few extra dollars. And just to see what you was going to do, that check that you looked and you was like, man, a little bit more came onto it. Or that person who paid you back when you didn't expect that. Whatever money came in and you ain't even paid those bills yet. You out there again, you not prioritizing the things that's supposed to be important. So you want God to bring you through more money when you ain't even do what you was supposed to with the money that he had previously presented to you. You putting $5 on your light so you can go out the next night. You out here buying bottles at the bottles, but you coming up with excuses why you can't invest in your business and buy certain things that you supposed to do. You talking about how you just living check to check, but when God throws a couple extra dollars to you, you decide not to invest in you. He could have told you to buy an outfit for yourself because you'll never do nothing for you. But you came up with excuses on why you couldn't do those things, but somebody else called you when they needed that money and you provided for them. See, oh nah. God not going to keep playing with you. Just like you tell your child, okay, well, you eat that first and I'm going to give you some more food. You're not going to tell them, oh, well, you can have this and that and they ain't even finished what they had first yet. No. That wouldn't make sense, right? Thank you, babies. So the same applies pertaining to you too. You can't see it for everybody else, but not see it for you, chosen ones. Are you properly prepared for the things that you praying for? Are you? Be real with you. If you not, you still got time. See, you try and rush. Whole time, your life got longevity. This lifetime, you get to relax, but you try and rush. You have certain people projecting that energy on you because they feel like they have to rush to try to sabotage you. They feel like they have to rush to try to stop you. They feel like they have to rush to try to distract you, so on and so forth, chosen one. So the devil is in a rush to cause certain chaos, but God told you you ain't have to rush. Everything's going to happen in due time. So therefore, again, you're going to sit there and miss out on happiness that you could be experiencing, fully focused too much on the future, things that God already guaranteed that you're going to get. Enjoy the process until you obtain them. God already told you that you're going to be well known. So why not enjoy this time where you can walk into the store without people knowing your name, walk in and out without people, again, following you, doing certain things? Why not enjoy that now? If God told you that your business is about to be booming, why are you complaining because certain hours didn't cut back? Or now you feel like your body, you need to take a nap, you need to rest. Why are you feeling a certain type of way? Because now when your business start booming, what would you be doing? You'd be talking about how you need to go to sleep. How you so tired. Then you're going to be complaining that too much work is coming in. That's too much work for you to do. But right now, you out here complaining because God's trying to sit there and balance it out for you. See, you better fix that. Because you know certain individuals that you like, damn, you complaining about everything. First you asked for this, they gave you it. Then you talking about that's too much of that. Then you talk, there's certain people that's never grateful. They never satisfied. That's why God stops giving to them. That's why now, if you can't find the beauty in what you got right now, you damn sure ain't going to find it when he provides you something else. So, oh nah. If you're not seeing the beauty and the change in your dynamic right now, then you're not going to see it when he hands you over something else. So, oh nah. If you not seeing, chosen ones, that, yeah, you got to walk away from that person, but you also are going to receive somebody who reciprocates the same energy as you, somebody who understands you, somebody that loves on you, somebody that acknowledges you, somebody who goes to war against the world if it came about you, somebody who respects you, somebody who doesn't try their best to impress you. They just them, and that just automatically aligns with the things that you align with. See, chosen ones, I'm trying to tell you. You got to know who you are to know who's for you. Because you are what you attract. That's a magnet. So wherever you putting out, that's what you're going to get then. Because before people get to know you, they notice you. They going to see how you carry yourself in a sense. Okay, well, if you loving on you, they going to love on you too. If they see that you require somebody to come correct, that you deserve something respect, that they know that that's something that they can't give, then they not going to step up then. See, you got to show people how to carry you by how you carry you too. Because again, that's a magnet. You already know what God say. What you put out is what's going to get returned. Treat people how you want to be treated, right? So therefore, treat yourself how you want to be treated. You out here talking about nobody acknowledge you, but you didn't even acknowledge that you got out of the depression that you was just in. You not even acknowledging that you making small adjustments to your schedule. You making small adjustments to your peace of mind. You starting to prioritize. You starting to put yourself on that list too. You've been working out. You may not have worked out every day, but every other day you done did something physical. Congratulations. You out here. There was a point in time where you ain't even think about it. Somebody told you to get physical. You either cussed them out or you laughed about it. You done downplayed yourself. You done called yourself Big Mac plenty of times just because you feel like somebody else gonna say those things. See, chosen ones. Oh, nah. Give yourself acknowledgement. See, I want you to realize everything that you want, it starts with your head. So your mind is the manifester in a sense. You understand me? So how are you projecting? What are you projecting? Because that's what you should be expecting. Are you really on that love or are you faking it? Huh? Do you really feel love or are you faking it? Because that's what you going to receive. Somebody acting like you the best thing that they ever had, but they behind your back, they doing some so-so shit. See, are you being fake with the love? Do you really feel fulfilled? If not, then you're going to attract somebody who does that just like you. But because your intentions ain't the same as these individuals, you're not going to see a similarity in that you trauma bonded with them. Cut that out. You understand me? I want you to think about in the classroom, that projector again. When the teacher puts that screen up there and puts that light on it, everybody in the classroom can now see what she was viewing too. That light represents your mind, your attention, your affirmations, those kind words that you say to you. You believing in you. You understand me? See, beliefs can go a long way, chosen ones. See, your mind is the manifester. You have to imagine yourself in that position. So sometimes you got to play a boss in order to be one. You out here have to make certain decisions like you already that. You understand me? So you talking about you can't wait to be a wife. Are you playing that position then? Or you out here entertaining anybody who cracks a smile to you? Somebody offers to take you out. Somebody wants to buy certain things for you. Are you out here, again, sleeping with so-and-so, spreading yourself thin? Or are you raising your price in a sense because you're not easily accessible to the outside? Huh? You talking about you want to be a husband. Or you can't wait to have a wife. But every female right now that's in your DM, you done sat there and said the same thing to them, tried to get up with them. That's not sound like a husband to me. A husband's going to know who his wife is, so he not going to entertain multiple individuals. He going to know if this person lacks that spark, then that's not them. They can't play that part then. They not going to sit there and entertain every individual just to see who gives a better response then. Oh, nah. You gotta know, you gotta carry yourself correct. You talking about you a businesswoman, but you ain't handled your business yet. Again, you had bills due, that money then came to you. You decided to do other shit rather than pay it. Now you trying to catch up. Now you asking God to work overtime for you when he already gave you that money. He already told you what it is that you needed to do, but you failed to. But now you want to rush him to make more moves when he already answered that prayer for you. See, cut that out. If you a CEO, CEOs got to make sure they take care of certain things before they go out there and just be spending it then. Did you put gas in your whip for the week if you had ability to do that, huh? Did you sit there and buy those groceries? Did you sit there and pay off that electric bill, or you paying $5 here, $20 there and hoping they can extend it, Are you sitting there, again, doing what you can do? Are you sitting there putting yourself in position to gain, or are you putting yourself up in position to lose? See, chosen one, sometimes you got to take that risk. You ain't prioritizing correctly. So therefore, you wondering why there's certain things that's failing to come in. God's like, nah, I gave you this. You ain't even... That's almost like somebody who you sat there and tax time came around. They talking about, give me 500. I'm going to sit there and flip that to 5,000. See, you may have been foolish at first and sat there and gave them that bread. Then they didn't bring it back. That's like you being foolish and the next year you doing that same shit again. No. You're going to have to show God that you aligning with what he asked you to do. See, again, delayed listening is disobedience to him. So therefore, you wondering why certain things ain't coming through. See, you don't even believe it. God told you to invest that bread or buy that thing. Whether or not that was a shirt because you don't buy yourself anything. Whether or not he told you to fill that tank and you chose not to. Whether or not he told you to buy this, buy that. And you came up with a million reasons why you wasn't going to do it. Okay. What you think's going to happen in chosen ones? I want you to be real. What's going to happen? God done gave you all these opportunities to do what he asked you to do. You came up with excuses on why you couldn't do those things because you ain't believed that in him. That's where you messed up at. See, God told you to spend that bread, but you was holding on to it because you was fearful that you wasn't going to get that back. How does that work? Huh? How does that work? See, I keep giving y'all this example. You know, on Friday, when Smokey's mother wanted some fugs, wanted some cigarettes, and she was like, hey, she threw him $1. He was like, this ain't enough. She said, make it enough. See, I want you to realize God works in a similar way, but not disrespectful like that. God's like, okay, well, you give me something, I'm going to match that. What you got? Okay, you got this, I got the rest. You understand me? There's a difference between somebody who's in a hitchhiker energy and somebody who's carpooling in a sense. See, a carpool, they again are prepared for the location that they're going to. They know that they need a so-and-so amount of bread in order to invest, or they need so-and-so this in order to get there. They know what direction they in. They know what time they got to leave in order to get there on time, so on and so forth. So you got to make sure that you're around like minds. See, a hitchhiker is different. They want to get to a place too, but they ain't got nothing to provide. They ain't got nothing to present. They just want to have a thumbs up and hope that somebody can take them to the next location. They don't know where you going to, but they just want to go along with you because they ain't got shit for themselves. There's certain people that trying to hold on to your energy right now that, no, you can't carry them with you. You can't run the risk of allowing these people to have access to you. It will be different if you was carpooling with these individuals, because then you would know it's like minds going to the same place. You know what time you going to arrive. They didn't sat there and put in, you didn't put into. They didn't had to present their information so it's well documented. The individual that you did see, chosen ones. You got to be properly prepared. So I want you to right now think about the things that you asking God for. And I want you to look on your end what you can do in order to obtain those things. So if you asking God for a new house, God, I want a new house. Okay, cool. One, what can you do on your end to obtain those things, right? So if you say, God, you want a new house, but you want the funds to come in, so you got to have a starting point then, right? So you want a new house. Do you know what state that you would move to? Do you know who you would take with you? Even if it's yourself, do you feel like that place suits you, or did you do a quick glimpse and now you feel like you want to make that decision? Did you pray on it? Did God present it? Or did you sit there and settle for the first thing that you seen? See, I want you to think about that. Not only that, okay, cool. What can you do on your end to obtain the things that you want to get? You can start to work on your credit. It doesn't matter if you feel like that's going to take time. God works everything out, but you can meet him halfway to make things go quickly. You understand? Quicker. Not quickly, because you're going to rush and mess up. I'm talking about you complaining because you say it's taking too much time, but again, you could have contributed, did something to it. You talking about you want love, but have you went outside yet? Have you even put yourself in a loving mentality, or are you still trying to persuade yourself out of it? Are you still talking about, well, you want love, but you want certain freedom too? You don't want to entertain multiple individuals, but you don't want to feel this person over stressing you. You can't keep going back and forth. 1 minute you want love, the next minute you don't. Nah, stand on it. You heard me. Meet God halfway. I always say this. It's almost like a Thanksgiving dinner or whatever you call it. You understand me? You sit there and again, you out there, they tell you it's time to eat or this time to come to eat. You get there, you complaining because the food ain't prepared yet. But you ain't bring nothing to the place. You ain't bring no plates. You ain't bring no utensils. You ain't bring no food. You ain't bring no turkey, no side dishes, no nothing. But you out here complaining because the other individuals ain't quick enough for you. Nah. God is going to make sure that he's doing it right. You're not going to tell him to rush that turkey and that shit's still bleeding when it come out. Now everybody's sick in the house. No. Not going to happen. He going to make sure that it has his time to do his thing. You talking about, okay, God's not going to rush those potato salad. He going to make sure that shit hits just right. Gotta trust the process. But again, what are you presenting to it? You can't complain because you talking about you want love, but now you won't go outside. So now God has to rearrange a few things. Now he gotta divinely align the person that you're supposed to be with. Now they have to make a change in their dynamic to go in the same city that you gonna be in. God now has to divinely orchestrate a reason on why they have to go the place that they gonna go to meet you. All because you out here having your guards up because other individuals that you did. No. We not doing that. You hear me? If you complaining, have you put yourself in position? You talking about you want love. How you gonna get it? Huh? How you want somebody to turn to bruh man from the 5th floor? You want somebody to sit there and turn to bruh man for you, climbing the window to find you? No, you don't. Get yourself together. You talking about things that you want, but if it was to show up right now, are you properly prepared for them chosen ones? You want love, but you still sleeping with so-and-so. Now you jumping soul to soul. Now you got to worry about that toxicity that other person was connected with to rub off on your new person. Now you're going to have to deal with it again. No. Have you had some time between the last time that you smashed? Have you practiced celibacy to any certain extent? Are you still going to put that past person before the person that God's about to present? You still going to make them seem that they have a sense of entitlement because you have children or used to have a title with them? No. You're going to have to choose. That past person going to be mad, but it is what it is. That past person going to talk shit. That past person going to say that you not loyal. Oh, think about everything that they done did. Well, shit, think about what you did too, because you sat there and settled for that individual. You sat there and put your happiness to the side to see them smiling. You sat there and didn't prioritize your life to see them prospering. So therefore, no. If they ain't had no problem when you was sitting there playing that position for them, when you was sitting there allowing them to win, then they shouldn't have a problem about other people celebrating you then. You understand me? See, the right person, if they was truly for you, they going to celebrate your successes regardless if they around you or not. They going to be proud that you have love regardless if it came from them or not. They not going to try to ruin your reputation or ruin your life just because you ain't select them. They not going to go out and try to call chaos with somebody that you divinely connected with. They not going to sit there and make you have to feel like you have to make a decision. Nah, they had an opportunity to play that position and they didn't. So now it's somebody else's turn. Now they going to see. Again, they going to be mad. They going to be talking about, don't post so-and-so. How dare you do that? How dare you not? They going to talk about, oh, how could you go sit there and let so-and-so come in between your family? You not. Because your family is your children, not them. You sat there and, again, had to connect with them in one way, shape, or form. But you're not going to put your life on hold for them. It didn't work out. That's as simply as that. But are you going to keep pausing your progression because you keep going back and you keep getting the same thing up out of it? You talking about you want a 2-parent home because you ain't had that when you was a kid, thought that you broke a cycle, but instead you created one then. Because now your children now have a 2-parent home, but now they cycle that they going to have to break through is not being in the household with somebody that they truly don't feel connected to. Not settling or putting their dreams on hold to appease other individuals. They not going to lie to themselves to upload or make other people feel good. No. So you got to make sure that you're not creating a cycle while you out here calling yourself breaking one. You understand me? You got to make sure that you showing your children, showing yourself, you planting that seed that they can see too. And if you made previous decisions that wasn't beneficial to your children, you have an opportunity to have them see another side of you too, that you love them enough and loved yourself enough to start changing yourself. You let those drugs go. You let that fake love go. You sat there and stopped doing certain things just so that they don't have to go through those cycles too, just because you couldn't figure it out. Don't make everything that you went through in vain, because if you don't learn those cycles or if you don't learn those lessons, then your kids going to have to go through everything that you went through and have to be the individuals to break that cycle, whereas you already went through everything that you went through, so therefore you can actually stop the cycle with you. Now they'll never have to go through it because they done seen you start here and see where you finished as well. See, do not give up on yourself, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you. See, I can give you an example, right? See, when I told y'all before, there was a point in time years ago where I played the stay-at-home mother position, because every time I work, you know, if your children get sick or if they need this, I got to go pick them up. I'm leaving. It ain't no, oh, well, I'm going to have to see. Oh, nah. out of here. If my schedule didn't adhere to them, nope, I ain't taking it. Oh, you say you switching hours around and it don't contribute to them? Oh, if I feel like I can't be around them, I'm choosing money before, oh, then I ain't dealing with it, right? So there was a point in time where, again, father was the provider. We wasn't together, but he like, listen, you taking care of our children, so therefore I got certain things, right? See, that limited me in the sense that although at that time God was allowing me to find my purpose, he was putting me in a position where I was getting the things that I wanted. Meaning, again, I knew that where my children were because they was with me. I was homeschooling them. At times that I wasn't homeschooling them, I was there to pick them up from school, take them to them, whatever the case may be, right? So at that point in time, I felt like I was an undesirable position because I had somebody else providing for me, and there may have been a sense of ego with them, right? So because I couldn't find a job that was going to align with their schedule, and because I had to always make that choice, because as parents, that's what we have to do. Because I couldn't find a place where I could work that would adhere to them, I created my own. You understand me? Another one to adhere to. So therefore, again, I'm trying to tell you, God will, and I say this because it is chosen ones, there's going to be a point in time where you may not see a certain area that you can go in, and you're going to create that lane in a sense. You understand me? So because I had to, it was either going to be me not working, me having to feel like I wasn't doing anything for them, or me having to adhere to somebody else's schedule and have to see if they was willing to call out so I could go in. Because I, again, always had to make that sacrifice, I decided, okay, well, if I can't get it, I'm going to create it then. So I started my business. I listened to what God told me to do when I aligned with it, right? See, I'm saying this because, again, it's all about where you start, right? See, when I started, my children seen me starting work, had to stop at times. Again, it was priorities. I'm prioritizing when it comes to mine. I ain't with that. You heard me. Ain't nobody else gonna be having my squad. Ain't nobody else gonna be watching them. I don't trust all of that. I'ma always be around. You heard me. So my son, my daughters, they didn't see me start where, okay, well, mommy may not have been working where she wanted to. Now they see me start the process. Now I take my children to my shows with me too at times. Now they didn't see, dang, mine went from this to that in real time. They seen it from every step that I was on. So now they see that they can do it too. Now they got businesses. They ain't gonna have to work for no other individuals. I done set certain things up that, again, I done started from them for them so that they can take over in a sense. You understand me? It's all about planting those seeds, chosen ones. I'm telling you, you gotta start somewhere. And don't let people stress you out, make you feel like you're not doing what you need to do. Don't let people sit there and make you feel less of you, because you had to make that sacrifice. But I'm telling you, that sacrifice is going to be the same reason why you winning and individuals around you was winning too. You planting that seed is showing other individuals that they can do it too. You showing them that you may have started here, but you ain't going in there. You showing them, okay, well, you can go this, might have a step back, you jump up few, now you go. So you understand me? You showing them that it can get done. So don't never think foul about you. Don't ever think that doubt about you. People sitting there talking about you got multiple children, that children gonna limit you. Shit. Not when it came to me and other feminines and masculines out there too, where we didn't sat there and was still able to do what we needed to do regardless of the amount that we had in our crew. See, chosen ones. This is why this moment, see, I keep hearing Nicki Minaj's moment for life. This moment that you've been waiting on, chosen ones, it's about to get provided for you. This moment that you sacrificed so long for, everything that you prayed for is about to come through. Everything that you sat there and you sacrificed love because you couldn't show or go date because you was living with this person, or because this person will start switching up, or this person that had, no, now's your time. You're going to get loved on. You're going to get acknowledged. You're going to get proposed to. You're going to get married to. They're not going to have to take 5 years for them to figure out whether or not they love you or not. They not going to propose to you 10 years down the road. Y'all still ain't got married. Oh, nah. That person's going to know as soon as they cross paths with you that you somebody that they want in their life, and that they willing to sacrifice all that so-so shit for the right individual. They going to know that they don't need 5 years after a proposal to get married. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you that job that you apply to or that business that you start, it's not going to take 10 years for people starting to appreciate you, acknowledge the things that you do, promise you certain promotions that they know damn well that they wasn't going to be able to produce. Oh, nah. When you go to that next job, your true career, doing the things that you get called to do, your purpose, your passion, God's going to provide that acknowledgement and that profit on behalf of you. You heard me. So I'm telling you, chosen ones, you better get it together. Everything that you want is about to get presented to you, so do not get swindled by the devil. The devil's going to try to finesse you from walking away right before you obtain everything that you prayed for. Do not allow that shit to be in vain. Do not. Everything that you ask for is aligned. Are you properly prepared for him? Huh? Think about it. That person you cross paths right now, are you going to come up with excuses on why you can't be with him? If that place right now says that you are approved because of that application that you put in, are you going to be nervous talking about what you think you can't do, or are you going to think about what you can do because God is behind you? When God is backing you, there's nobody that can bully you. There's nobody that can stop you. When God says yes, there's nobody that can say no. You heard me. So it's time to take that risk. You have to let go of that so-so shit in order to receive what you're supposed to receive, chosen ones. You done tried it their way. Now you try it yours. You jump out there. You understand me? But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have a few readings and coaching sessions to do. I did add more out or openings today just because I have an opening in my schedule. So there are more times available. Links in my bio for the coaching session or the readings, based upon your preference. I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. But I love you so much. You understand me? I believe in you. You better believe in you too. You talking about you don't know what you can do. You've been doing it. What you mean you don't know what to do? You doing it. So we congratulating you. In advance, congratulations. And when that person arrives, when that position arrives, when you get everything that you've been praying on, tag me in it. Because I'm celebrating you. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Y'all be great.